A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down. Universal sound when we the pound. Take a look around when we touch the town. Not the way stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools.
This is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And some room to work. Touchdown, Chicago. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
That wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He stiff arms him.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 28. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
On play action, they'll throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
He was brought down by Foyesade Aluakin.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Lance now on first down.
That's caught. It's Malone. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. He can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs. Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd down, Cook. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. The This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Right back to Pitts again.
Here we go.
2nd down and 5.
Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
James Cook,
A 5-yard touchdown.
and the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were good.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Wall, a solid stiff arm. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
54 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
George Pickens.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bears have taken the lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
Ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of him.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Right back to Cook for another completion. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Okay, right.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 36, Lance. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Let's go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here's Lance.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, red. Strike. Check strike. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Wall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Malone. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Quez Watkins, 42 yards. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Kyle Pitts, 77 yards. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And the defense loses it. It's complete. Touchdown. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. 71 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Meanwhile, Lance is throwing to the hands of Pickens.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Now Lance going to throw.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keep setting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Lance now on first down.
Open man there is Malone. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Pollard to return from the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the...
Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 36 yards.
And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had it quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
168 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Lance now on first down.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a handoff up the middle.
Wall, and he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
On the move past the 40.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. A third down gain of 19.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
They run the counter. Wall.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
On first and 10, here's Lance.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's second and 10. And Lance now to throw.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 38. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Second down and inches. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Option play. Here's Cook.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here we go. Here we go.
Second and 6.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time.
picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. To throw, it's Lance.
That's complete right around the 8. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Lance.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
Come on, set. Side 2.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Back to throw.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Wall, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And they'll go for it. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give, right side. Wall. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Well, come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown Bears.
Chris Watkins.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Pollard to return from the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they take a knee.
I'm really out for blood this time, look.